Omar, I was playing Age of Empires with somebody else, and I eliminated 3 computers, and he only eliminated 1. I replaced you, Omar, because you can't play with me no more. So I found somebody else. You heard, Omar? Alright, where the fuck is... What is this shit? Why do I incognito? Why would people have incognito on YouTube? I'm only kidding, Omar. I didn't replace you. I just played with a random guy. I added him to the friends list, but he, I don't know, he didn't even add me. I yelled at him in the game at one point. Because he fucking builds walls, Omar. In the middle of the map, he builds walls with no gate. And like, as I have most of my troops in the enemy's base, he fucking has walls, like, all over the middle of the map with no gate. I said, what the fuck are you doing? I said, you're screwing me because I can't fucking support my army. And, like, I told him, like, 3 times to look over there, and finally he gets workers to build the gates. And Omar, he had nothing but trebuchets and fucking knights. That's it. No, he didn't mix up his army. He had no archers. He had, like, barely any archers until I told him to build archers. He had no monks, no priests, whatever. He was, like, he built a big army. He was like in his 30s, I think. He was like 32 or something, he said. But he built a big army, but he wasn't really, like, that good with it. See, Omar, the way we play, though, we mix it up a lot. We're actually pretty good. You're pretty good at it, Omar. You got better. And like, you'd be surprised how many people are not that good. But, Omar, I looked for a way to turn off... Like I said, I looked for a way to turn off the what do you call it? The pop-ups, and I didn't see any, man. Yeah, I went into the GUI options. It just doesn't look like they have any, so I don't know with that, Omar. One thing I gotta say, Omar, I love this game, No Man's Sky. I don't know, it's just a cool game. I just like it. A little boring at times, I guess, but I think it's fun. I just like the exploring and stuff. So that's Ring Sect, right? Planet Ring Sect, okay. And what's this here? Securitonia, that's a Sentinel planet. Okay. Let's see what we gotta do, Omar. Omar, please don't quote that fucking asshole. Omar, come on, listen to fucking good music, Omar. Like, seriously, man. This rap shit is fucking crap, Omar. Like, I mean, some of the old stuff's okay, but honestly, Omar, there's like no talent in spewing words, man. Like, seriously. Unless you're like a really good freestyle, and even then, I don't know, man. You're fucking wannabes, all of them. The only gangster rappers we had was back in the 90s. In the late 80s. They're all a bunch of fucking wannabes now. I see, I get it now. I was just joking, Omar. I'm not complacent. Doesn't J. Cole talk about something where he got replaced or something? Does J. Cole and Kanye get along or no?
Orbital station coordinates received.
Alright, please. What am I doing? Get out of here. Oh my god. Look at this. Ugh. Boy, when you go into the galaxy map, they really need to figure a way to, like... What is this weird thing? Ooh! Omnius globe? Omar, so when is the Pokemon game coming out? It's a weird looking planet. I kind of like it though. Nice trees and shit, nice shadows, okay. Let's see what type of planet this is. Is this a toxic planet? Another toxic planet. I mean, some of these toxic planets do look kind of cool, but I really am tired of not having paradise planets now. Though there's ways you can turn off the sentinel aggression now on a planet. So they kind of think of everything now, you know. I like these planets though, like this is cool, like there's like fog, right? This is really, I think this is pretty dope right here. So basically, look at this, nice little animal with green things on them. Hello, hi buddy, yeah, I'll give you a piece, I'll give you a pellet, eat that. Nice, Omar. Are you gonna play, are you bringing any of your games down there? I'm sure you bring your Switch, though. Omar, they definitely did like massive graphic improvements because these planets are looking pretty good lately. I gotta say, man. Little bugs crawling on the water and shit. It's pretty dope, man. Like, they definitely did some graphical improvements in the last couple of patches. Because I just don't remember planets looking this cool, you know? Like, a lot of planets look like shit. And lately I've been running onto planets that are pretty dope looking. lately I'm running onto planets that I kind of like, man. Alright, let's just go up. Get out of the water here. Starbulb? The fact that there's Starbulb on this planet means that it's like half a paradise planet. Huh. So this is almost like a mixed biome or something. Did they add mixed biomes to the fucking game? I mean, it's toxic, but there's Starbulb on this planet. It's kind of weird. Pretty interesting. No more? Oh, I could die. I'm on top of it. Omar, at this point, I watch it so much that I'm not gonna die. I don't think so. I mean, I could still probably die. I don't want to. I put fucking 200 hours into shit. So I'm very on top of it. I mean, if you look at all the shit I carry 100 life support gels, I carry ion batteries. These are all things that help you survive. Not to mention, look at all the fucking S-class shields I pump into. So my odds of dying is less, unless like pirates invade the vector and just shoot me to death. But even that's not gonna happen no more because I'm gonna run right in my ship and kill them. Omar, I'm very prepared at this point. Like, it's not happening. And honestly, like, unless a fluke, like I fall off a mountain or something, and I don't have jetpack fuel or something. I gotta admit, that looks pretty good, man. That graphics is nice, to be honest. That's pretty dope. What is this thing? Looks like a predator of some kind. Yep. Apex predator. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Alright, see, this thing could kill me. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna let it fucking happen. I'm sorry, buddy. But, you know, you can't be fucking... You think you're Apex. Well, let me tell you something. I'm the Apex on this fucking planet. No, Mar, because you know why? I played so long already that I'll probably just chalk it up as a whatever. And I'll just either play a new game or you know... I don't think I'm gonna rage as much as you think. I like this planet a lot, Omar. So it looks like the water, it's like almost like a hot steam or something. This is definitely new to the graphics, I gotta say, man. I don't remember water having like a steam in front of it, ever. That's definitely new to the graphics right there. I gotta look at patch notes and see what they fucking did, because there's just certain little things that I'm liking a lot better now, you know? I feel like they did stuff recently. You know what I mean, Omar? I don't know, man. They're always updating this game, so, I mean, this game updates as much as a mobile game, for God's sakes. Which is crazy, because you don't pay for any of the updates. Unlike all these other fucking games that want you to pay for DLC, for everything. Oh, look, we added a new dinosaur. DLC, pay for it. Or we added a fucking new civilization. Pay for it. That's why people like this game, Omar, because you don't fucking have to pay for every single update. Oh, yes. What are these weird findings? Don't worry, Omar. You know, like, when Age of Empires adds a couple of civilizations, they're gonna be charging like $30 for it. Don't worry. Like, they're just fucking assholes, you know? All these companies are. Gaming is just turning into a bunch of pricks, man. What is it? The people and fucking the devs and shit and the companies. What, is that the kid with the football helmet? Like for a head or some shit? Looks like he's got a football for a head. I really like this planet, I gotta say. This is one of the nicest looking planets that I've been on. The water looks like it's got steam rising from it. Let's see what we got here. Since it's a paradise planet and there's toxic in it, it's paratox. That makes sense, Omar. Let's see what these animals are, Omar. Rare ground, always active. Rare. Okay, so 2 on the ground, 1 underwater. 2 on the ground, 1 underwater. It seems like they're not in caves, though, which is good. Because that's when I feel like it's the hardest. Land. Unable to land. Really weird why it's saying I can't land. Oh. Let's put Alright, so This is really cool. You see what they're doing? They're making the trees like different sizes too, I feel. Like, of the same kind of thing. What the hell is this thing? Hey, come here. Hey. Yeah. Eat that. I got a bunch of eggs from him, Omar. Look, Omar. You see? Oh. Can I make this thing go faster? Why is he so slow, though? Real slow bastard, ain't he? Alright, he's too fucking slow for me. Alright, wait, there's that other... okay. We're getting to a point where... Okay, is that underwater? What is these red dots? Okay, it's underwater. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. Ow. Dude. Fuck out of here. Dude, look at the hell, look at the damage that thing just did to me. See, that's how you can die, Omar. Do you see? Like, if I don't pay attention and something like that fucking hits me and does that level of damage, I could die. Like, just to show you, like, stupid things could kill you, man. Jeez, there's a lot of fucking animals that fucking kill you on this planet. You see, Omar, like, it's just like, kind of like, at this point, Omar, you just gotta pay attention once you get, like, to where I am. Yeah, running. There's a lot of predator animals on this planet, too, which is kind of weird. You missed it, Omar. I almost got fucking killed by an animal. Like barely, Omar. Like, I said good morning to her, and she said, like, I think she said good morning. Let me see. No, I didn't even say good morning to her. But unless I did, and I deleted the text because I got angry. Honestly, Omar, I don't care. Like, honestly, I'm at the point where I just don't give a shit. Like, I'll join eHarmony or something, like, if I have to really do something. Like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, seriously, Omar. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm not in a position to give a shit about people that... Omar, the girl literally, she works 7 days a week almost, right? 6 out of 7 days a week. She's a fucking registered nurse, so you know how busy registered nurses are in New York City? Forget about it. And on top of it, she's going to school. She's taking online school as well. So she has homework and assignments. Omar, I was barely able to do online school without any fucking major work. I wasn't working at that point, and I was having problems with that. So imagine working and then she had like 3 dogs on top of it. No kids. But still, 3 dogs, 6 days a week work, and online school. She ain't finding nobody. This is what happens to people, Omar. People get greedy with success, right? They want to be so successful that they're willing to take on a whole calendar of scheduling, okay? And I'm going to put this in my profile next time I go on any type of dating site. I'm going to say, if you are taking yoga classes, got school, work 2 jobs, and just have no time for a 24-hour period, I'm not for you. Because they think, you know what these girls like to say, Omar? Oh, if I really like the person, I'll make time. I'll make time for them. Yeah, okay. It's like, bitch, you ain't making time for nobody. Right, you're paying 20,000 tuition. You're gonna make time for somebody and sacrifice your education? You're not. You're gonna take off from work to make time for somebody? You're not. So what are you doing? Please. I'm getting tired of this shit, really. I'm getting tired of it. It's fucked up. Unfortunately, everybody loads their calendar. Omar, you're going to see this as you get older. Maybe where you live, it won't be too bad. I know over here, it's terrible. People have to work 2 jobs just to have, like, an apartment and shit. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, at this point, I don't even care anymore, like, to be honest, because I just know how it is. So... I didn't want to kill this guy, but whatever. Sorry, you're in the crossfire, buddy. You understand, Omar? Does that make sense, what I just said to you? Yeah, I'm like losing my interest lately, man. I'll be honest, I really am because of that shit. And then it's like funny because then there's girls that, like will talk to you, but they're just not good for you. Like they could be drug addicts or they got problems or they're messing around with so many different guys or whatever. They got mental illness, They got all sorts of mental problems and shit. And those are the girls that just have time, too much time, and they live with, obviously parents or some shit. But the point is, they just have too much fucking time, and they're usually no good. They're always like attention seeking and shit. They got some mental problems of their own. So it's like you don't win, Omar. You don't win in today's world. You just don't win. So at this point, like I don't give a fuck as much as you think. Every once in a while, I try. Omar, look, every animal wants to kill me on this fucking planet. Oh! Ow! Oh my god. Look at my health, Omar. Alright, I gotta, like, run a little bit, because there's, like, a lot of violent animals on this planet, and I don't know what that's about. Yeah, so Omar, like, I don't know, man. I'm just literally, like, I don't even, like I said, I don't care too much anymore about things. Because at this point, I feel like, you know, people just don't want to give in. They don't want to, I don't know, man. People are valuing, I think, things that they feel is important, and it could be. Look, I mean, if somebody works a job and saves a lot of money, they can have a decent future, but they'll be alone. But women actually have a decent chance at just wind up finding somebody, even at an old age. So, I don't know. Me personally, Omar, I don't know. What do you got? I'll be honest, as cool as a planet this is, it's a little bit dangerous, this planet, so I'm not really feeling it. What are you gonna fucking do, man? What are you gonna do? Right, Omar? Omar, where'd you go? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Omar. Alright, rare underwater animals, last of the Mohegans. Kind of NYP. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Last of the Mohegans. It was like a stupid saying. Alright, so apparently there's some sort of underwater animal that I did not scan. And knowing how this game is, if I didn't find it yet, it's probably on the other side of the fucking planet. Knowing how this game is, Omar. Blast off. We go into outer space, Omar. Alright, fastest way to do this. And boom. Stop. A little bit of a boom. There you go. We are literally on the other side of the planet now, Omar. It looks like there's a lot of water over here too. Hey, look at that. There's a donut hole here. Should it be fly down it? Oh god. No, don't do that. If I get my ship stuck in something like that, I could just straight up die. I found it, Omar. Look. You there, Omar? Look. Ooh, that's a weird, funky-looking crab thing. Look at that guy, Omar. Look at this weird-looking crab. Alright, cool. That's it. We got all the animal species, the targeted species on this planet. And that's it. I told you, Omar, if you can't find an animal, what you do is you just straight up fly to the other side of the planet, chances are you'll find it. That's the, what kind of works for me. Doesn't always work, but... Pretty good, Omar. Nice amount of nanites we just got. And we charted another planet in this system. Two planets fully charted in this system. Pretty good. Alright, we got two planets fully charted in this system. Actually, I think 3 planets. Yeah, Ring Sect, Securitonia, and Paradox. 3 planets out of 6 in this system. Fully charted. It's an Atlas system. It's not bad. hostile scan detected. Good luck on that. Just skip dimensions. I hate these fucking day workers, I swear to God.
Extreme sentinel bad. Extreme sentinel bad. Extreme sentinel bad.
so much. I'm just doing a mission for the Nexus for Quicksilver, but I want to shut down the Sentinel presence on this Paradise planet. Oh boy, and he's getting repaired too, isn't he? Fucking cocksucker. Stop repairing him! Ugh. Jeez, man. The terrain is killing me because they put holes in the terrain. Alright. Oh my, this gives you like 10,000 nanites when you do these waves like this. Omar, you should look up a way, like on Google, how to turn off those pop-ups so we could play, man. You could be the English or whatever. Like, or maybe it'll help you even not lag that much with other teams. Oh boy. Walker time. You want some of this bitch? Boom. 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 Oh, you don't like that? These guys are fucking not that hard either. Because I can't see a health bar, so that's not really too good right now for me. Okay, I see it now. This is, yeah, S-Class Scatter Blaster. Oh my, I would be doing nothing to this thing if I didn't have that. But if I get 50,000 nanites, I can upgrade the gun even more. I can be like Boba Fett, Omar, like literally, where like everything on me is godlike. So I'm not there yet, although I'm pretty strong. But I could even get stronger. That's the funny part. These little repair robots really get me angry. Oh my god, I have 0 ammo! These guys are annoying because these triangle things summon other sentinels. We're almost done here. Like, I'm literally... I don't even have to do this. I could just run away from this at this point because I already got what I need. The quad turbos for the mission. But I want to shut down their presence. Like a boss almost. Alright, how many of them are left? Like 1? 2? How many? There's one of you left over here. Oh, there's still so many. No, Omar, I went to sleep yesterday. I was tired. I told you I was really tired. Omar, when does Pokemon Scarlet and all that shit come out? That's it. We got it, Omar. We disabled them. GG. Omar, I straight up disabled the Sentinels on this Paradise planet. Bubbles and shit on this planet. That wasn't hard. It's like it's what's the word? Like it's tedious, but it works. I may get it, Omar. We'll see. I don't know. Here's the thing. It really just depends on what games are out at that point. If there's nothing really worth playing, I'm not going to get it. I mean, I'm sorry. If there. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. If there is no game worth playing at the point where Pokemon comes out, I will get Pokemon. But there's got to be like literally nothing worth playing. Because if any game that's worth playing, I'm not going back to Pokemon. But if there's really absolutely no new game coming out, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so though. I could pick up Gravitino Balls with no repercussions now, because we killed all the Sentinels. Ha ha ha. See, Omar, this is a Paradise planet. But now, here's the thing. It's a bubble Paradise planet, and so it's a bubble biome as well. But, here's the thing, is that all Paradise planets always have a massive Sentinel presence, especially in Euclid Galaxy. And honestly, I don't know if you could permanently turn off the Sentinel presence. You could turn it off temporarily as you're on. But to be honest, I don't know if you could permanently turn it off. If I get Scarlet and the other one, whatever the fuck they call it, maybe I would stream it. Maybe. again, Pokemon's like one of those games I have to really like want to play and get competitive at, because I feel like that game you have to almost PvP in Pokemon to make it any type of enjoyable. Like, I personally don't want to play it if I'm not going to PvP, and it's like, then I gotta learn the new formula, what they got rid of, did they get rid of terrain, did they get rid of Dynamax, what's the new fucking gimmick, you know, and all that shit is not exactly fun to learn all that. I don't think it's that fun. I think it's just tedious and stupid. I like when games kind of keep their formulas down, and Pokemon's just a game that never keeps the formula, so I kind of don't like that about Pokemon. I actually really don't like that about Pokemon. I'm sure they're going to add, like, cool things. I'm not saying they're not, but there's just a lot of things I don't like when it comes to stuff like that, so... But what are you going to do? Like, Omar, seriously, I don't think anything you could say could sell me on it. Steven fucking got me to buy... Alright, really? No, stop. Alright. So Steven got me to buy, Pokemon Sword and Shield, or Shield, whatever the fuck, because he said he was going to buy Sword, right? So Steven got me to buy it, and Steven did not play the way he promised he would. Steven said, oh, you know, because Steven likes to brag a lot, and he's like, oh, you know, we're going to be in the meta, man, you know how we are. Our little kids can't touch us, and blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, it's like, I made a fucking team. I got into the competitive. The whole time I'm talking to him, telling him, Steve, you need to come on. When are you going to make this team? Oh, yeah, no, I got to do it. When are you going to make this team? I got to do it. Oh, you know, don't worry. I'm going to make it soon. Blah, blah, blah. I even fucking helped him make 4 Pokemon. I did it for him, actually. And he kept saying, oh, I don't want to fight these kids online. I don't want to lose to Cheddar and Omar and all those kids. And I'm like, boy, you were so fucking confident in the beginning that you were so good, that you are part of the meta. It's like, dude, you were never part of the meta. I hate to say it. Like, he was never part of the meta. So it kind of pissed me off because I knew what was going to happen. I knew that by him sucking me in to Pokemon again, right? Because remember, I used to play on the 3DS. That I got really addicted on the 3DS, and I was pretty good. But I knew that him sucking me into Pokemon for the Switch, the chances are I was going to put a lot of time into it. And I did. I put over probably like, Jesus, 2,000-3,000 hours maybe? It had to be a ridiculous amount of time. And, you know, and he put time into it too, but he didn't bother to make any type of competitive team. So I was by myself, with the exception of, you know, the kids that came into the stream. But, like, that kind of really pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, man. I never quite got over that. Like, I always let Steven hear it, man, on that shit. Like, I was kind of, like, addicted to him in a way, because I didn't like that. I was like, dude, you got me to fucking... I didn't do that. I didn't get you to play. And he's trying to fucking say, like, backpedal out of it. No, you did, dude. So he's like talking about the new Pokemon game too, and I'm like kind of like, if I do play it, like, I don't think I'm gonna go, I don't know, man. I don't know. I may just get it for collection purposes. But, like, am I really seriously gonna play it like I did last time? I don't know, man. I don't think so, man. I'll be honest. If I do get it, it just might be just straight up for collection purposes, if I even get it. I'm actually... It's like we're little babies, and I'm fucking close to 40 years old. I can't play this fucking shit no more. I don't care, like, how competitive it gets. I really just don't care. I don't think it's that good, man. I'll be honest. It's okay at the very least. At the raft flying, underwater. You know, they're probably going to do nothing to prevent people from using action replay and hacking the piss out of it. You know, getting infinite amounts of fucking, you know, items that you need to evolve your Pokemon. So anybody who's playing legit is gonna get screwed over like usual because they never check anything. They never have any checks. Omar, yeah, I don't trust it. You know how they are in Pokemon. They don't know how to make a proper game. Like, especially these, I hate to say it, but these Japanese companies, the same thing goes with Elden Ring and shit, they don't know how to secure their games. Like, that's why people cheat in them constantly. Okay? They dupe items and this, that, the other thing to a ridiculous level. Alright? I'm sure it's a pretty fun game, Arceus, I'm sure, but again, there's like no multiplayer in that game, so what's the point? If you're playing for the story, maybe, but I personally, I don't like the story of Pokemon. It's babyish because of the little child aspect to it. I like it for the competitive, like, Pokemon Showdown type of playing. That's where I like it. And it's the best when it comes to, like, turn-based strategies, I will give it that. But they keep messing with the formula. Every generation they mess with the formula. So, what good is it, man? Seriously. Like, if they stop messing with the formula, I'll fucking play it, but they don't. They take away Megas when people do. I just started to really like Megas, and they take it away. Then Dynamax. It's like, I hated Dynamax in the beginning, and then I started to like it, and now there's going to be no Dynamax again. Okay. What else? What else are they going to introduce and take away? You know, and it's just like that to me. I don't like that. Most good games don't do that. They instead of always trying. See, I read a documentary where like the people at Game Freak were like, "Well, we just do that because we want to keep the franchise fresh." No, it's not keeping the franchise fresh. Yeah, it is for selling to little kids. I'll give them that. They literally keep the franchise fresh to sell to a little kid, a baby. But here's the thing: it's like they disrespect the OG community by doing that. Because every single game, like Age of Empires, or it doesn't matter, StarCraft, it doesn't matter. You name the competitive game, they never take things away, okay? Okay, Omar? In competitive gaming, they don't take things away. Pokemon does. Okay? That's really a shitty practice. So, yeah, I don't like that. And like, you could defend it all you want because you're in the hype train and all that, whatever, Omar. But you know what? I don't like when you take things away from me. Instead of adding to something or improving upon it, by you literally taking something away from me, like a full dex away from me, or you take away a game mechanic that was in 2 other games previous, when you take things away, you ruin your fucking game. And that's it. Like, if that's not common sense, I don't know what is. And it's like, it's cool that they added, like, the terrain stuff. I think that was kind of good. Like, the grassy terrain, all that stuff. That was fine. But why did they take away Megas? Oh, Mega and Dynamax won't work together. Okay, maybe. Maybe not. But then just leave it alone. Make a more interesting story or something. You know, give us options in the multiplayer, which they still don't know how to do. Because, God forbid, I hate to say it, but God forbid Japanese companies know how to actually make multiplayer. Japanese gaming, Omar, does not know how to do multiplayer at all. It is a common thing. They don't know how to fucking do multiplayer. Yeah, new gimmick. Right, so Dynamax is gone, and then we have a new what? The mixed fucking typings or something with crystals? Oh, that's cool. I really don't care. You took away Dynamax when everybody started to get used to it. It's like, I didn't love Dynamax, but I thought it was okay. I kind of like Dynamax. I like the idea that you could Dynamax any Pokemon. Dynamax was okay, and it grew on me. But to take that away is stupid as hell. I'm sorry, but it's dumb. Alright? Taking things away from people is dumb. And if you don't agree with that, Omar, like, then you don't know video games. Like, seriously. Alright, because Age of Empires, StarCraft, any of these games, Diablo, it doesn't matter what game, they don't take things away, they add upon the system. Pokemon takes things away. That's the difference. And that's what I don't like, man. You know? Like, to me, that's just not a good mechanism for a game right there. That's actually just bad. And like I said, the Japanese people, and I'm not being racist here, but I'm just saying that when it comes to their games, they know how to make a good single-player game. They don't know how to make online. It's like I think Rick said it best. Japanese with networking is a disaster. They don't get the internet. Okay, they're good at anime. They're good at single player games. They're good at things like that. They don't get the internet. Okay, that's why Elden Ring's multiplayer was a fucking shit show. Still is a shit show. It's a good single-player game, shit show multiplayer. And that's the whole thing with fucking the Japanese gaming. Pokemon's multiplayer was a shit show. It's good, tons of balance and everything, but the options was a shit show. You couldn't turn off the timer, okay? Literally, Pokemon Showdown, that's made by fucking Americans and Westerners and shit, actually takes the same gen system that they make in Pokemon and actually add options. Oh, you could set time limits. You could do this. You could do that. Wow. Look at that. Options. Something that people have been begging Sword and Shield to do. Hey, please, Sword and Shield, give us more than 15 minutes per match. No, they can't do that. Okay, so then everybody brings a Toxapex and a fucking Blissey and GG. A Toxapex and a Chansey and a GG. 15 minutes right there. I'm sorry, Omar, but if you think that's good, you don't know. I'm telling you, you don't know video games. Then you just don't. That's not good. That's bad. That's actually terrible mechanics when it comes to options and stuff. So, I personally don't like that. And that's it. That's my fucking rant on it. You know, I'll be honest. Like, if you bought the game and you were like, oh. You know, crazy. They actually added time limits. They added, you know, you can call in friends easier. You know, there's a whole option system for the multiplayer. If you told me that, I would think about buying it. But they're not going to do that because they're fucking retards. They're going to focus more on the gimmick, the new gimmick, to attract 6-year-olds, okay? And people like you, Omar, because you're going to fall for it. They're gonna put the new gimmick to attract you and 6-year-olds, but not put the gimmicks in to attract the OGs like me, because I'm a fucking OG and I want options and I want things like that. But they don't do that. They just they sell the gimmick to people that will buy it, and that's I fucking hate about it, man. That's why I get mad. It triggers me, really. It fucking triggers me how they do things. And I don't know if it's just Japanese people. I don't know, man. I don't want to get into that whole race thing, but it triggers me, man. Like, if I'm going to put 1,000 hours into something, like, I don't want it to have things that aggravate me. You know? And I know that sounds like maybe I'm being an asshole, but I'm just being honest. Like, I'm being 100% honest, man. Like, seriously, 100%. Look at this. I can't even get this fucking thing. My ship is blocking it. Alright. Now it sounds like I'm yelling at you, Omar, but I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the whole... I'm yelling at the... at the gimmick of Pokemon. Like, I'll be honest. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if... I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they monetized, if they try to get into the monetization of Pokemon soon. I really wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the way Pokemon Go made all that money, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm sorry, Omar, if I come off crazy, but I'm just being serious. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, man. I know, like, it upsets you that I don't agree with you when it comes to stuff like this, but I don't fall for it, man. It's hard, and I really got mad at Steven getting me into the fucking Pokemon game. I really got mad at him, because like I said, I know how I am with these games. I get addicted to them, because they have a very addictive quality to them. But they really gotta do something with it. Like, honestly, Omar, I swear to God. Alright? I swear to God, if you told me crazy, if you said crazy, they have new menu systems and stuff like that, and you could set up options and time limits and stuff like that. If you tell me that, I'll really consider buying it. Like, 100%. 100% on my word, Omar. 100%. They ain't gonna do that. I know they won't. I just know they won't. But I would totally play it if they did that, Omar. So I'm just showing, like, you know, I'm not that much of a fucking dick. I'd play it if they did that, but they ain't gonna do it, so... And that's why I get mad, because it's like, you gotta realize, Omar, I'm not your age. Alright, Omar? I'm not your age. I'm fucking... I'm gonna be 38, Omar. Like, seriously, my father's gonna be 81. I don't know how much time he's gonna live. I don't know what I have to do in the future. I can't fuck around with, like, a game that's gonna take 2,000 hours, like, of competitive craziness. With, like, a bunch of children. I can't do it no more, man. It's like, those times... I even told everybody this. I let everybody know that, Omar. I let everybody know that when I played Sword and Shield. I said, this will probably be the last run of Pokemon I got, man. Because of just, it's like, you know, I'm not going to have too many options to play a game for that long anymore. So I kind of want to just, like, take games in stride now and just play whatever comes out. You know what I mean? Like, if a new game comes out, like Wolverine or something, definitely... New Final Fantasy VII, you know, the second, whatever, probably. Like, games that I could finish in, like, 30 to 50 hours, you know? And then, like, obviously, like, maybe Minecraft or No Man's Sky on the side for, like, a building game or something, you know? Like, some RTS games and stuff. That's it. That's what I'm just doing from now on. Maybe I'll revisit Ghost of Tsushima, things like that. That's it. Pokemon is a whole other entity that I don't want to get into anymore. Unless... they really fix things up in the multiplayer area. I know I sound like I'm fucking going crazy and shit, but I'm just being dead ass, man. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Because I'll tell you the truth, Omar, the Japanese people don't know how to do multiplayer, man. I'm telling you, okay? Elden Ring made it look like, oh, you could summon your friends and do this, do that. Omar, it took us like how many months to figure out how to fucking make that work? Okay, their multiplayer is... Omar, they don't know how to do multiplayer. They just don't. You could probably Google articles on it that Japanese gaming does not know how to do multiplayer. You can fucking Google it. Literally Google it. I bet you people will tiptoe around the subject because they don't want to come off like racist and shit. But it's not racist. It's true. Nobody says they don't make a good video game. They always make a good game, like Mario and Zelda and all that shit. But they don't do multiplayer well. They just don't. They never did. They never got it. They're like stuck in 2006 or something with that shit. You know, it's funny because everybody was always on Elden Ring's dick and shit. And it's funny, like, you know, that was like the game you can't criticize. And, you know, I played it a lot. I put like several hundred hours into it. And I complained the whole fucking way. I was angry. I complained. There were times I ripped the game to shreds. There were times I praised the fucking game like it was the best. But at the end of the day, I beat it. Got into the PvP. I got fairly good at the PvP. I was killing people almost all the time, as you saw. So I actually got good at the PvP. At the same time, I didn't like the game. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't like it that much. I thought it was an overrated shit. Like, it was maybe a 7.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10 tops. So it's still not a bad game. I'll never say it's a terrible game. It's a decent game. It's not a bad game. It's just not the fucking 10 out of 10 that everybody jumped on its dick. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize that. It's like it doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize Donald Trump is not the best choice for a president. But everybody's going to vote for him anyway, right? Because it seems like that's just what's going to happen. Because Biden is completely fucking up. And it's like, okay, so Donald Trump is a terrible choice for president. Never showed his tax returns in the last whatever amount of years. This, that, the other thing. He's so fucking corrupt as a motherfucker. Buries his ex-wife on his golf course so he doesn't have to pay taxes on the golf course. He can literally, because you know why? He actually turned his golf course into a fucking graveyard. Yes, by burying Ivana Trump on his golf course, he literally made his golf course a graveyard for tax evading purposes. He's a motherfucker on every single stretch of the term, motherfucker, okay? He's literally that. But people don't realize, or they don't care, and they want to vote him in no matter what. January 6th, they stormed the White House. It would be considered treason in any country in the goddamn planet, okay? It would be considered treason. They kill you for shit like that. Yeah, I know. Well, they didn't, not his house somewhere. They raided his stupid hotel steakhouse thing, his resort or whatever the fuck. Oh, do you know what the Trump people are saying about that? They're so angry that they're like saying that we need to defund the FBI now. The FBI, the government is no good. Omar, the Trump supporters want to overthrow the government, okay? And take away Social Security from the senior citizens. Omar, let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you, Omar. Yeah, I know they raided it. I know. That's where he lives, at Mar-a-Lago. Most of the times he's there. Let me explain this to you. Your neighbor, Kathy, right? The crippled lady, 99. Do you know she's probably on a Social Security check every month, right? Do you know that people like Donald Trump and the Republican Party want to get rid of Social Security? They want to vote on it for every so many years. That they want to actually, it's like every 4 or 5 years, they want to vote on Social Security, whether it should be eliminated or not. Do you know what would happen to your neighbor Kathy if that happened? Do you know what would happen to other senior citizens if that happens? 80 to 100 million seniors in this country, people who are over 70 years old, will go homeless, okay? Literally, 70 to 100 million people will go homeless. Do you understand that? They don't talk about that on Fox News and the Republican channels. They don't talk about that. They talk about, oh, the transgenders and the liberal woke retards and this, that, the other thing. And yes, there are a lot of stupid people on the left, and I'm not saying there isn't, but the fucking right is some of the most greedy, cold-hearted cocksuckers out there, okay? So just always remember that. Always remember that there's two sides to the coin, okay? Yeah. So if they're on Social Security, they're literally in jeopardy if a Republican gets in office. I'm just letting you know. And then you take someone like Donald Trump, who's like the worst of the Republicans. I mean, shit. Even like Mike Pence and fucking whatever, that new guy, that young guy that's winning some of the states over is a much better choice than Trump. Like, Trump is absolutely the worst choice possible. But then they like to say, well, what about Biden? What about Biden? He's got dementia. Yeah, like, no shit, he's got dementia. He's not, I never said Biden was a good choice. He's not a good choice. He's a terrible choice. Biden is fucking up all over the place, just like Kamala Harris. This is why the Democrats are going to probably lose the election. Because of Biden and all these fucking... So just keep this in mind, that it's a shit show whether you look left or whether you look right. And that's it. Well, that's the left pushing all that shit, because Hollywood is completely left. And I'm not saying I'm against it, but they shove it down your throat to a point where it's like, they make it like as if like out of every 3 people you know, there's one of them's gay, which is not the case, because if I know literally 50 people, maybe one of them's gay out of 50 people. It's not every 2 people, every 3 people. It's not the case. And I don't understand why Hollywood makes it like that. Hollywood's trying to make it like, oh, it's so passé, it's so norm. It's so normal. Buzz Lightyear, this, that, the other. Yeah, they Hollywood just totally takes things out of, what is the term? Out of construct. Like, they totally take things... I'm just saying, Omar, look, it doesn't surprise me, okay, with all the superheroes going that way lately, Robin, Superman's son, nothing's to Captain America, I think they made gay at some point, or they were thinking about, it doesn't surprise me anymore, because Hollywood is just like, oh yeah, let's just make this guy this way, let's just do that. Which is like, alright, whatever. You want to do it here and there, fine, but don't do it to everybody. So this is why the left is probably going to lose, is because of all this dumb shit. But when it comes down to reality, Omar, don't let the right fool you with all the woke culture and stuff like that. Don't let the right fool you on that shit, because I'll tell you the truth, when it comes down to it, I'll deal with all that shit versus, 100 homeless seniors in America. Because they can't go on Social Security, something that they paid into until retirement. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah. And when you storm the White House because you don't want ballots to be counted because you think there's fraud, and you storm the White House with machine guns, that's not okay. That's treason, and that's trying to overthrow a government. That's not okay. That's actually, those people that stormed the White House should be in jail or executed. Okay? Yes, that I'm saying that. Absolutely. I don't have a smidgen of sympathy for those people. Anybody that defends those people that stormed the White House is an idiot. Anybody. And then you know what they like to do? The what about syndrome, right? They like to go, what about those Democrats? What about those woke Democrats? What about the Black Lives Matter movement? What about this? What about that? It's called what about syndrome. They always say what about. Yeah. I never said Black Lives Matter was a good thing. I thought it was stupid too. So you get an extreme leftist like Rick's or something, he'll be like, oh yeah, no, Black Lives Matter is that's the way to go. No. It was bad too. It was just as bad, almost as bad as January 6th. But guess what? When you're storming the White House, it's worse. It just is. It's treason. The word treason is in almost every country on the planet is a severe penalty. Okay? Except for over here. We just let people get away with shit over here. But anyway, so it's like the whole what about syndrome, where people like to just say, well, what about those Black Lives Matter? What about those protests and burning businesses? Yes, that was bad too. I ain't saying that was good. That was very bad. And those people should get thrown in jail too. Yes, throw them in jail. Throw them in jail and throw away the key. And it did make us look like a bitch to every country in the world. The Putin, the North Korea. That's another thing about Sir Donald Trump, is that he just fucking straight up is friends with all these dictators. And then, you know what the dumb Republicans say, Omar? Oh, that's because, you see, Donald Trump is a tough guy, and when he was in charge, people like Vladimir Putin wouldn't have attacked the Ukraine when Donald Trump was in charge, because Putin was afraid of Donald Trump. He's such a tough, strong man that Putin was afraid of him and wouldn't have invaded the Ukraine. That's complete fucking other Fox News rhetoric bullshit right there, because if Vladimir Putin wants to reestablish the USSR since 1992 or whatever the fuck it was, and that no one man is going to prevent somebody from trying to get that goal, okay? I don't care if Donald Trump was the hottest girl in the world and she was blowing Putin on a daily basis, and it doesn't matter. He wants the USSR back reformed. Anybody on Fox News that says things like that should get fired, okay? They should get fired, and they don't know anything about anything. They're just fucking spewing propaganda rhetoric. So this is why I get mad at how stupid people are, because these people will literally say the dumbest shit just for their opinion to be heard. Exactly, like the real bro culture with it. Oh, make America great again, Trump. Meanwhile, I'm not saying this guy in the office is any better. First of all, Biden's handling of Afghanistan was a disaster, okay? Pulling out and having 70,000 Taliban literally retake a country that was going through that women were finally going to college and doing things. And all of a sudden now they got to put veils over their face again because Biden had to pull out. And literally Biden said, oh, well, no, 300,000 troops, there's no way is the Taliban going to take over. They took over in one day. Yeah, that's not good either. He did say that. He was like, let me tell you something. Donald J. Trump, I was getting a physical by the doctor, and he told me, he said, Donald, I like looking at your body. You're the most healthiest president I've ever had to examine. You're going to live a long time, and you're going to run this country. You're going to make America great again, 2024, for the second term. And that's what he said. He said the doctor liked looking at his body. Imagine that. Imagine that. You could look that up on Google. Donald Trump said his personal doctor liked to look at his body. Wow. I think he was kind of joking, but still, it's retarded. It's a bad joke. It's dumb. It's funny a little bit, but it's stupid. It's like his double talking crap. Let me tell you about the Mexicans. They're coming into this country. They're criminals. They're drug dealers. They're cartels. Let me tell you that they're sex traffickers. But I tell you, I love the Mexicans. They're wonderful. They're hardworking people. The Mexican people run our economy. They do everything to keep America strong economically, but they need to be thrown in jail. They need to be shipped back to their country. I don't know what the hell's going on, Omar. Honestly, when it comes to shit like that, he probably could drive. Why can't he drive? What would be the problem there? What, they're gonna tell him no? The guy gets away with anything. Who's gonna tell him not to drive? What, you're gonna tell him not to drive? He's gonna listen to you? He's a billionaire, Omar. Well, like, what does it matter? If he wants to drive, he drives. That's it. Who's gonna arrest him? The cops? The cops love him. I don't know. Look, you're talking about Donald Trump, Omar. Does he, did he ever follow any rules? They say once you become president, you gotta submit your tax return. Right? That's all presidents had to do that? He didn't. You're talking about a guy that doesn't follow rules, Omar. Like, he doesn't follow any rules. He's got Melania under a contract. Okay? Melania is under contract to stay his wife for like another 6 years. I don't even think they like each other anymore. Imagine having your wife bound to you by a contractual deal. The art of the deal, right? Imagine having your wife married to you by contract. Yeah, that's really good. It is required. And this is what like I mean is how people just don't notice. It is required for everybody who becomes president, okay, or even vice president, you have to submit your tax returns, okay? If you Omar, you probably don't know anything about taxes because you're not required to submit taxes until you get a job when you're 18 years old and make on the books money, okay? When you make on the books money, you have to start submitting taxes. That's why you have you pay your taxes usually in April or whatever the case is every year, okay? Donald Trump did not submit taxes for the longest time. He evades it. He does not pay it. Something that could probably put him into jail for 10 to 15 years, just on that alone. Yes, just on that alone, Donald Trump could go to jail. And that's why he hides it. He's the only president in the history of presidents that didn't submit it. Now, and they always like to say, oh, Hillary Clinton's corrupt, or this one's corrupt. Wow, I don't know what corrupt is if you don't have to submit your taxes. Why doesn't he have to submit tax returns? Because he launders money so much, most likely. I don't want to slander that much because I really don't know. But anybody that's hiding their tax return to that level by an army of lawyers is thoroughly to be questioned. Thoroughly. Absolutely, yes. You have to show it's by law. It's a fucking law. It's literally the law. You have to show how much you paid in taxes. Yes, when you're president, absolutely. He's the only president in Omar. Imagine being out of George Washington, President Lincoln, all the presidents of the entire existence of America. All the presidents of the entire existence of the United States of America, he's the only president that never submitted the fucking tax. He never let them know how much he paid. The only one. How does he get away with it? He gets away with everything. This isn't... Omar, look it up on Google. This is not like news. This is why people don't like him. But then it's like, of course, like, you've got those idiot Republican fanboys. Oh, Donald Trump, bro. Yeah, bro, Donald Trump. But they don't even, like, realize how shady half this shit is. And most of their fucking loving on him is the fact that he's half racist. I don't know if he's 100% racist, but he makes his point across that he doesn't like, he goes hard on other races, and a lot of people that really support him are white people. Yes, I'm white, but I see through it. He did in the epic rap battles. But anyway, it's just a fucking joke, man. Really, Omar, like, seriously, like, you can't. I don't care if the religious people like Trump because he supports Roe versus Wade and all this fucking shit. That's whatever. But religious people are dumb too, so they follow religion too much. When not everybody they always bring up God when not everybody follows God. Okay, there's many different belief systems out there. You can't just make a one-way ticket to belief. Well, no, but the Republicans like to do that. Because this country was founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs. Yeah, and also this country has the Statue of Liberty that says, give us your poor, tired, and hungry, and this country was based on freedom, and freedom means freedom of religion without persecution. Oh, they don't bring that up, though. I don't fucking know. In a fight, like a fist fight, Omar? What the fuck, man? I don't know. Probably Teddy Roosevelt. He was pretty brawly. Like, not brawly, but he was like or Churchill or something. Because Winston Churchill was pretty aggressive. He was an aggressive president. And Teddy Roosevelt used to, like, chop trees and hunt and shit. He was kind of, he was like an Age of Empires, like, worker or something. He was like a real, like... Yeah, I would say it would be like Teddy Roosevelt or maybe, or maybe, Churchill, Winston Churchill, or maybe, like one of those guys. They were tough bastards, those old-time presidents. They were tough bastards. Omar, who do your parents support? Like, were they Democrat or Republican? Oh, I don't know, man, Omar. I don't fucking know, man. What are you talking about fist fights for? What are these presidents fist fighting each other? One president will be 100 years old. Abraham Lincoln will be 150 years old to fight another guy. Come on, man. Okay. Alright, Omar. I don't know, man. Yeah, but you know what? Back then, people didn't know how to fight like that. They study MMA and shit. They'd be like, put up your dukes. I don't know, Omar. What are you fucking talking about fighting? It's like irrelevant, man. I'm more concerned about who gets elected because they change laws and shit. Fucking
this fighting presence, damn Omar. I don't know, Omar. All I know is I may have black in me, Omar. I'm half Sicilian. They say Sicilian has black in them. So. They don't tell you who they vote for, though. Like, or are you embarrassed to say who they vote for? I'm surprised that they don't tell you who they vote for. Like, or like they don't mention it. They just go with the flow of the news. Like, really? Well, you gotta be careful what news you watch, because the news will influence you. Oh, God. It's funny that they don't agree. No, your dad's right, though, with Biden. 100% he's right with Biden. Omar, the way Trump talked about women is so bad. Like, how could your mom even, like, fucking want to vote for this guy? Talk about grabbing women by the pussy and shit. Come on, man. People love this guy, Trump. I don't know, man. He's fun, that guy. He makes you laugh sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he is entertaining. Like, when he comes on, I laugh and shit. But I mean, but like, you know, I don't want him as running the country. That's the whole thing. Although, like I said, the guy currently running the country ain't no prize himself. He's pretty fucked up. So I don't know. At this point, I just like, you know what? It's like, whatever, man. Don't kill kids, Omar, please. That's a religious, stupid fucking idea. Okay? That whole not being pro-choice is I feel wrong. Because, then what, let the mother die if something was going wrong with the pregnancy? And abortions are usually kind of something that is a very, statistically, not something that people want to do. And if usually people do an abortion, it's because they have really no other choice. Okay? And if... Oh God, she's falling into the QAnon Pizzagate conspiracy shit. So I don't know who told her that. Whoever's told her that is fucking stupid. Whatever, Omar, I can't even... That's that fucking dumb QAnon Pizzagate fucking Proud Boy bullshit. The stupid Viking helmet people that stormed the Capitol, and they put him in jail, and he was a vegan. He was crying to his mother to try to get him released from prison. Yeah, those are the people that made those stories up. And that's also Alex Jones. And guess what happened to Alex Jones? He got kicked off the air for talking about Sandy Hook in a very distasteful manner because he was a fucking retard with fucking pushing pseudoscience and dumb shit that doesn't fucking... Omar, you don't go anywhere in life if you think like that, you know? You gotta go with probabilities. That's okay. That's a legit reason. I can't disagree with on that. That's a legit reason. He's very old and doesn't really have his faculties together. Okay? And I will agree with that. Like, that's a legit reason. You're gonna start talking about, you know, Alex Jones fucking bullshit. Oh, the frogs are gay. Let me tell you something. This government is a problem because we need to, you know, the sex, the pedophiles are coming through into the cigarette smoke intergalactically, and what we have to do is they're lizards, and they're drinking blood, and they're devil worshippers, and blah, 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 blah. And then guess what happened to him? They took him right off the air. Because you know why? He's a fucking idiot. And they're putting barium in the water. The plastic is actually biodegradable. And what they're saying now is global warming is a hoax by the lizard people of Washington, D.C. You ever see Alex Jones? He's such a psychopath. Oh my God. Anybody that listens to that guy, boy, out there. Pizzagate is a real thing. The Skull and Bones, and the Freemasons, the Illuminati control this country. And let me tell you, it is these mass shootings are orchestrated by the Democrats to make the NRA Republicans look bad. It is all part of this conspiracy. And guess what happened? Now he's on court. Well, yeah, that's Alex Jones. And guess what happened to Alex Jones, Omar? He got taken off the air because he said that the mass shooting of Sandy Hook, of little kids getting killed, he said Alex Jones said that the mass shooting of Sandy Hook was orchestrated by the Democrat Party to make Republicans give up their guns. Guess what happened? A lot of those parents of Sandy Hook were actually Republican. Some of them even had guns. And they didn't like what he said. Because guess what? He was talking so much out of his dumb ass and making a statement on these parents' kids that just got killed that people said, no. You can't talk shit like that. That has no fucking ground of truth. And these are people that vote Republican and Democrat who lost their children, and you're talking shit like this? Take them off the fucking air. So all the stupid shit he said about lizards and reptilians drinking blood of babies and dumb shit like that, they didn't care. They let him say that. He had a freedom of speech on that shit. It was the minute he opened his dumb fucking mouth about Sandy Hook is why they took him off the air. And so many Jesus-following religious people listen to Alex Jones like he was a goddamn fucking messiah, okay? They listened to this guy like he knew everything. He was, like God was giving him insight. And they were like, yes, he's so right. Religious people, Omar, in the name of Jesus, was supporting this psychopath. Wow! Well, how ironic how people are so dumb. Yeah, but Why go with a what if that's a 2% chance versus the 96% or 98% that's not the case? Why? It's like saying, what if the Mets win the World Series? Hey, crazy, what if the Mets win the World Series when their odds of them doing that is, when the New York Mets, the odds of them winning the World Series is like 1 out of 1,000. Well, what if they do, though? Yeah, what if you win the lottery? What if you win the Mega Millions? What if you... You can always go by what ifs. You can't go by what ifs. You gotta go by what's statistically in the majority. That's it. You gotta go with the statistical majority of everything. You can say, well, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? Okay. What do you go by? Yeah, of course the government's corrupt. They're corrupt, but so is everybody. Nobody ever said the government's peachy keen. You think Donald Trump isn't corrupt? He's one of the most corrupt businessmen out there. He claimed bankruptcy like 10 times, did nothing but fucking lie, fired the White House staff more than any other president, did not submit his taxes, corrupt businessman right there, fucked over the Trump University, fucked over the concrete unions. I mean, how much more you need about Donald Trump to know he's not corrupt? Like, how much more you need? What do you need? And you can go, oh, was Biden corrupt? Yeah, his son stole money, I think. I think Biden's son, Hunter Biden's fucking stole money. I do believe that. I'm not defending Biden. I don't, look, and I don't think, of course, I think Hillary has some corrupt bullshit going on, too. With her fucking Hillary Clinton, the Clinton foundations and stuff, I think they're corrupt. So yeah, I think the government is corrupt at times, absolutely. But yeah, see, that was his stupid college that people were paying 60 grand to go to his college to get a degree in Trump University, and a lot of people that paid for it, they never got their degrees until finally, because, well, I think, like, he was under so much fucking pressure and shit. He basically, like, I think he made the university go bankrupt or something. He wasn't, like, making enough money, or he was costing him money. So he wound up, like, closing the university down, but there were, like, so many students that paid money into it. And, like, fucking, they were suing him and shit. He had lawsuits all over the place against him for the fucking Trump University. It's like a fucking, the guy is a fucking disaster. He's a train wreck of a human being. He's a shitty person. Like, if you were to tell me who's a shitty person, who's a shittier person, him or Biden, by far him. Biden is just maybe not capable anymore because he's too old and he's got, like, dementia and shit. But fucking Trump is a shitty human being, man. Like, it's like, there's, like, no doubt about it. Like, the guy's been in the fucking years, for God's sakes. When him and Ivana Trump divorced, he was trying so hard to fucking take alimony from her, and not just alimony, child, everything. He tries to get away with everything. He's a shitty scumbag human, man. Like, people that overlook the shitty things that he has done in his lifetime are people that don't like to do research. They're people that don't do research. You just have to look up this guy's track record of things that he has done. And he has caused so much fucking problems in the past 45 to 50 years of his fucking life with so many people that it's hard to back him up. No, Biden's losing his mind because he's probably got, like, fucking the onsets of Alzheimer's or something. Alright, that's what the fucking case is. But just because, see, you can't... Here's the problem with the Republicans. They always go, what if? What about? It's called what about. So, what about Biden? Fuck, look, why am I a Democrat and I can say Biden is fucked up? Yes, he is fucked up. And the Republicans can't admit that Trump is a bad person. Why is that? I could admit that Biden is fucked up and old and has dementia. I can tell you that. Why do Republicans can't say Trump is not a good person? Why is that so hard for them to admit that this guy isn't really good? Why is that so hard for the Republican? When I could just straight up tell you that, yeah, Biden is old and probably I don't think he should run at all anymore. And honestly, like he's not going to get my vote because he's got his faculties are completely not there. But you're not going to hear me say. I just, to me, I find it hilarious that people who support Donald Trump can't even admit that the guy's fucked up, even the slightest. It's like they go all or nothing. They're 100% for Trump or not for Trump. It's like, buddy, people, look at the facts. Trump is not a good person. Now, nobody's saying, or I'm not saying, that Biden is a fit president. He's not. Omar, what does any president do if you really want to break that down? You really want to break that statement down? What does any of them do? What does any of them do that's really worth anything? What did Donald Trump do? He took away Obamacare, which was starting, that was going to actually create a universal health care. Now, if anybody knows anything about health care in this country, you will know that if you go to the emergency room, you are going to get put on emergency Medicaid if you can't afford to pay the hospital. Well, that's why things like Obamacare were starting to try to get into play, right? Now, Trump completely removed that. Then what did Trump do? He wanted to build a wall costing billions of dollars, couldn't even finish the fucking thing. Okay? He started separating kids from their parents and sending them back to fucking Mexico and all sorts of shit like that, which is pretty fucked up. I mean, that's what Trump did. Now, what did Biden do? Yeah, you could say he probably did nothing. He didn't really do anything, Biden. What did Trump do? He fucking hurt the country. Oh, but your gas was a little cheaper. I think your gas was like $2 cheaper. And then we got hit by a pandemic, COVID. You can't blame that on Biden or Trump. Right? So that kind of stirred up a big fucking pot of bullshit. But everybody got stim checks. Biden gave way more money than Trump, but Trump gave them out too. But that, again, it's not because... Trump gave out stimulus checks the same way that Biden gave out stimulus checks. They were getting pressured by their people, by their party, that they had to, okay? I think, honestly, if anybody was the president, would have gave out stimulus checks. Yes, Trump gave them out, and so did Biden. Biden gave out what they call PDA, which was an unemployment thing, where you were getting literally an extra $300 plus maximum unemployment every single week. Biden gave that out for 9 months. Trump gave $600 on PDA for 3 weeks. So Biden actually supported people who were unemployed more than Trump. So you can say, what did Biden do for the pandemic? He actually did more than Trump. But to be fair, Trump was not in office anymore. So I'm not going to blame Trump for that. This is why COVID, you can't blame on Trump or Biden. But at the end of the day, if you're going to say, well, what did Biden do for the country? Just look at what did Trump do to hurt the country. Just look at it that way. All right? What did Trump do to hurt the country? He caused more racial divide than any fucking president that we've ever had. Okay? He caused more racial divide. He broke up families. He sent people back to their countries. He tried to build a wall. Tons of taxpayer money did not even get done. He fired so many people from the White House, hired people from his Apprentice television show to literally work in the White House. You know, he made friends with Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un, two people that might be part of the next World War III. He was chit-chatting with them. He put tariffs on China when we owe China money. That's like saying, oh, hey, Alex Rodriguez, or hey, like that's like your favorite, or J. Cole. Let's use J. Cole as an example. Hey, J. Cole, I'm part of Vivo. I owe you money, but you know what, J. Cole? Fuck you. We're gonna put tariffs on you, J. Cole, even though I owe you money. The balls on Donald Trump to do that. So he fucked up the aluminum trade with China and all that shit because he put tariffs. I mean, what the fuck did he do that was good? Okay, he wanted to build the pipeline. Okay, he was going to keep the pipeline going. All right, I'll give him that. See, this is why I don't hate Trump 100%, because the pipeline was a good idea. And Biden stopped that. So yeah, you could say that was bad. Biden bad, Trump good. One thing. And 10 other things, Trump bad. He got us out of the Paris Accord. Do you know what the Paris Accord is, Omar? The Paris Accord is... Omar, you know how many countries there are in the world? There's like 280 countries on the planet Earth that we live in, right? Okay. Trump... There's 3 countries that... Wait, North Korea, Russia, I think like... some parts in South America, like Brazil and stuff, they're not part of the Paris Accord. And United States, when Trump was in office, got out of the Paris Accord. Was Trump going to pull out of Afghanistan? He had until May 1st to do it. But at that point, he basically extended it. And he left the mess to Biden. So now Biden pulled out. A lot of people didn't agree with how Biden pulled out. He did it too fast, and he didn't let the generals know. Again, Biden's faculties are not good, okay? And I never said that I think he's losing it. And that's why I don't think he's fit to be president. But Trump probably would have not did a good thing either. So keep that in mind. Going back to my original point with the Paris Accord, 280 countries in this country, on this planet Earth, are part of the Paris Accord. Now, what is the Paris Accord? Paris Accord is basically about global warming. It's about climate change. Wow! 270-something countries agreed on it. But the good old US of A had to pull out with friends like North Korea and Russia and Venezuela. Well, why is that? Oh, because the Paris Accord, it's global warming is a hoax. It's a scam. It's a scam of the highest degree. It is a scam of the Democrats. Let me tell you something. Al Gore scams the global warming. And let me tell you something. I don't want any part of it no more. Donald J. Trump. That's what he did. So he pulled out of the Paris Accord, put tariffs on China. But what did Biden do for the country in the last 2 years? What the fuck didn't Trump do? How about that? Let's play the Republican what about game. What did Trump... How did Donald Trump not hurt the country in the last fucking 6 years? Okay, when Trump was in office for 4 years, how did Donald Trump not hurt the country? Don't say how did Donald Trump benefit the country, because that's on a very low scale. How did he not hurt the country? That's what I would like to know, because that's where the numbers lie. Where he hurt the country much more than he helped the country, and it's just like all the points I brought up. You could just go back in the stream and hear them over and over, and then look it up on Google. And then look it up on MSNBC, look it up on Bing, and then the Trump supporters will say, well, all those information sites are Democrat-controlled because they just can't admit the fact that the guy was bad. Just look up information everywhere on it. It's there by majority of the scientists. Now you're going to find some right-wing, people, some right-wing websites out there, .org or something like that may fucking, side with Trump because of whatever reason, but yeah, I bug out when people defend this guy, because it's like, buddy, nobody's saying Biden is a great president. I'm not saying that. But if people think this guy was a good president, you're fucking sorely mistaken. He was a real scumbag piece of shit, and people have to realize that, man. Like, seriously. I mean, the fact it boggles my mind that people make so many excuses for this guy. It's legendary. It's absolutely legendary that people make so many excuses for this guy. It boggles my fucking mind, man. It really does. The what about shit all the time. Oh, what about Biden? How about instead of saying what about Biden, why don't you address why you're defending this guy so much? Why people are defending him? That's what I want to know. Instead of saying, what about Biden? What about Obama? What about fucking Bush? What about whatever? Let's go into everybody. What about de Blasio? Which I can't stand him, by the way. What about Eric Adams? What about this one? What about that one? What about Ted Cruz? No, it ain't about all those guys. Let's address Trump. Obama wasn't bad, but a lot of people say, what did he do too? Keep that in mind. What did Obama do? A lot of people say that too, okay? At the end of the day, a lot of these presidents don't do shit, okay? If you really want to break it down. They're just like figureheads for the most part. They get like a couple of laws addressed after like, 4 to 8 years, and that's all. So at the end of the day, presidents just don't do shit for the most part. But man, anybody that doesn't think Donald Trump is not one of the most fucked up, corrupt people out there, you literally fall under a brainwash. Just talk to Ricks about this shit, okay? Ricks will stress this more than anybody, and he knows a bit about politics when it comes to this stuff. And you can't deny, you cannot look at Donald Trump like he's a good guy. He's not. That's what bugs me out, is how people defend this guy with like no real reason. Other than, he might not raise my taxes. Therefore, Trump all good. I don't know, and I honestly, I don't even give a shit no more. I hate all of them. I'm not like at that point, like, Biden's all fucked up in the head. I hope he doesn't run. I really do, because I think he's just going to get worse over time. No, Biden's just going to get worse. So I'm not like supporting him to run. I don't want him to run. So this is why I don't even care no more, because Donald Trump is running. I don't like him. Biden, I just don't feel is fit to run again. And so it's a shit show. It really is. It's a shit show. That's why I want to move to Canada or something. Get the fuck out of here. Go to any other country, man. Really. Scotland, Ireland, fucking Switzerland. This country is falling apart at its seams. And it straight up doesn't matter who's president. It really just straight up doesn't matter at this point. Omar, you're going to have to learn this stuff when you go into high school next year, like, or coming in the next few months. Because they're going to really talk about this stuff, like in your school. They're going to be bringing up politics left and right. Now, whether your school is all woke and liberal about it, or whether they're, hardcore, alt-right about it, you're going to have to make somewhat of decisions for yourself on these topics. And it's the best thing to do is learn about it. Learn about what you are having an opinion on. Don't just make blanket opinions on fairy tales like lizard men and blood drinking and shit. Don't do that, because it's ignorant. It shows your lack of knowledge on things. It's ignorant to the highest level. Come up with real talking points and dialogue. And then if you have enough dialogue, if you have enough talking points to engage in a dialogue, if you can actually defend Trump with literal points, Like maybe property taxes going up, or maybe things like that. People will listen to you because now you're not ignorant. You sound intelligent. But if you bring up like fucking reptilian agendas, you might as well not even fucking vote at that point, or have any of your family vote. Nothing, because you can't. You gotta have legit talking points, and your school will teach you that in high school. If you want to spew Alex Jones rhetoric, well, there's a reason why Alex Jones got taken off the air. It doesn't work. You lose. Oh, what if he was right? Okay, he was so right. He got taken off the air and lost every endorsement, and is pleading insanity in the office now. Well, no, in the courts. He's saying he had a momentary psychosis. So, how about that? That Alex Jones admitted to having momentary psychosis. But I guess we don't listen to what the guy admits to, right? We don't listen to what somebody admits to, because people say, well, what if he was right? The guy admitted that he was wrong. He said he was wrong. It's not good enough. They still don't want him on the air. He said he was wrong. He admitted. He's not fighting it. He admitted he was wrong. How come we don't listen to that? Why do we have to always go into conspiracies and stupid shit all the time? Like people know better. Like, nobody knows better. How about that? Nobody knows shit. Get so fucking angry. I don't mind. People know better.